Hey guys, a quick look on immigration in the UK. I did hear the word flooded, which is probably not the best. Um, are Labour going to make any changes? Will it improve? Now, I just want to say, I try and believe in balance in all readings, and even personally, I believe in balance in my personal views. I believe the people that really need it, families, mothers, wives, children, the people that really need the protection and they're coming out of a war-torn country, they will do whatever they can to keep their family safe. I would do exactly the same, okay? But it's not everyone's like that that's coming into the UK, okay? There's people that are going to take advantage of the benefit system. Now, to let you know, people in the UK take advantage of the benefit system. There's people that have been on benefits for years and years and years that don't want to work. This is what I mean. You always have to look at balance, okay? I just believe we should protect the people that really need it. Okay, that's what I believe. I also believe if you go to another country or live there, that you should respect their culture, the beliefs of that country, even if your own are different, because you're going to that country, and have respect. Because that's what I had to do when I was traveling around the Middle East, going into mosques. I wouldn't just walk in completely uncovered. I would cover myself up. I had respect for that culture, the religion, the people. I'm in their country, okay? So again, it's that balance, having respect. And I feel a lot of the anger is the UK is such a mess right now. We can't even provide care for our elderly. The homelessness is through the roof as well. It's just a mess. It's like they can't even look after their own people. So let's just have a look. Let's have a look. Are Labour going to improve anything? Are Labour going to be stricter? Are Labour going to be stricter on immigration? Are Labour going to be stricter? Do we have changes coming our way? I don't think we will. I don't think we will. I think if you're desperate to get out from where you're going, you will do whatever you can to get the channel across the channel. There's people that are drowning in the channel, kids that are drowning in the channel. It's terrible, the whole thing. And it's just like everyone wants to come to the UK. But what worries me is because obviously our benefits are so lax, but then they're taking such risks with children to get here. And they're passing through other countries on the way that are termed safe countries. But why aren't those other countries trying to provide support as well? Okay, if the whole of Europe came together and tried to support more in housing rather than just one country taking the brunt, it would be more evened out. Do you see what I mean? Again, it's that balance, coming together, Europe as a community to help, not just one country. Is it going to improve in the UK? Justice, definitely laws come in. We have the same issues we have before. We have the same issues we have before, to be honest, okay? We have the hanged man, which means people giving up. So what Labour has said they're going to do, there's going to be put through new laws to try and control immigration, but there's going to be so many battles over the new laws. So pretty much similar to what happened with Rwanda. Now, some of them will go through, but they're not going to be as strict as what people wanted. They're not going to be anywhere near as harsh as Rwanda. I do feel there could be something, I'm hearing a term when it comes to work. So unless you find a job within a certain amount of time, you're not allowed to work here. You have to work if you want to be here. Now, let's just check with the benefits. Are they going to change the benefits for people coming into this country and be stricter with the benefits? Because I keep hearing the word handouts. Benefits, Six of Swords. I do feel they are going to actually be harsher because we have the Queen of Swords energy coming through here. Queen of Swords is somebody that's actually very harsh, very strongly spoken. They're just going to say how it is and be like, no, this is the way it is, sorry. We have the Star, which means the wish come true here. And when I say about tightening the benefits, okay, we actually have the Six of Wands, which means it's going to be a battle. It's not going to be overnight. There's going to be people arguing over everything here about the changes they want to bring in. And I'm hearing the changes are subtle. They're very subtle. Some people are going to be, they're trying to keep the peace between everybody. This is the problem. This is the problem. They are going to try and keep the peace. So the people that are against it and want immigration, okay, they're not going to be completely happy. And the people that want to stop immigration, they're not going to be completely happy either. I hear a fine line drawn in the sand, both parties either side. And it's just like no one's really happy, but they're settling. So it's more likely we're going to settle for what they have put in place, if that makes sense. So I still hear flooded, but I do hear borders, which is really interesting because we don't have borders as well. Border control, border control. When I mean borders, I mean in the UK, guys. Obviously, we have a border around the UK. We're an island as such, but there's something to do. Do you know what? I'm actually hearing zones now. I'm actually hearing zones. I don't know if they do this now, but when people actually immigrate, they can't just move freely around the country. They will have to stay in that area, in their zone. And they need to be monitored because they want to monitor them, because it's almost like when you see tags on people's legs, like when you leave prison, which sounds horrendous, but they want to monitor them to make sure they don't slip through the net and just disappear in the UK. They want to monitor them to make sure they are actually going to work in the UK and pay taxes and get a job here. There's going to be more monitoring, tightening. I'm seeing a group of people, immigration, and tightening the net. It's like fish in the sea, and the net's getting tighter and tighter and tighter because they want to get people reeled in so they can control them, as in they can make sure if they live here, they are going to actually have a job and work. So let's see about the benefit cuts. Are benefits going to be cut? Are benefits going to be cut? Are benefits going to be cut? Let's double check. Are they going to cut benefits for immigration, people coming into the country? Are they going to cut the benefits? I think they are. Yep. A new way of thinking, judgment. Now, this sounds really intense as well, guys. I'm actually getting prisons. Now, the buildings look like prisons, but they're not actually prisons. Now, I know some of the asylum buildings, when people come into this country, they are actually like prisons, okay? But it's almost like there's going to be more being built. I'm hearing communal blocks where everyone is segregated, like when they're being processed. So rather than actually just build more houses for people, it's almost like they're going to have these mass processing centres in the UK. Not just people staying in 4-star hotels, for example. You hear people, all the papers are going on about it. You know, a family have put up in a 4-5-star hotel. There's actually immigration centres they will be put in. Now, this alone will actually put people off coming. This will actually put some people off coming at all, these centres, because it does look a bit like... Do you know what? I actually heard Cell Block H. Do you remember that series? Isn't it a TV series, Cell Block H, like prison drama? They are going to be having more. Now, this reminds me of the largest prison in the UK being built in the country, and there were loads of complaints in the villages. They are going to be building more things like that, communal blocks for people, rather than putting them up in all these hotels and things along those lines, okay, until they process them. I keep hearing containing people, and a limit with work. Literally, if you don't find a job within 6 months or a year, you're out. You're out. Now, are the numbers still going to increase for people coming? I've already heard the word flooded. I see the word dam, the dam breaking, and it's just going to get worse, okay? Are the numbers going to increase? Because this is going to take time. This is not happening overnight at all. Again, fine line, people not really being happy with the results. I mean, it's something, but it's not really what we all wanted, kind of thing, if that makes sense. Let's see now. Is the immigration going to increase, the numbers of people coming into the UK? Soft touch. Straight away before I even did this, I had Labour, soft touch. So, sorry. I should not laugh. 6 of Swords. Boats. People coming over on boats. I think that pretty much, like I said, flooded. It's not going to end. It's just going to increase. The numbers are going to increase because, like I said, and I hear the word... You know the TV series, The Good Life? The Good Life. You know, being looked after, money, having a home, the benefits. It's what everyone thinks in the UK. I can't really speak for everyone, guys, but, you know, when you look at the papers and the comments and things along those lines, the general population, if you just speak to people locally as well, it's out of control. They just feel the benefits are out of control for people. And that counts for people that are UK citizens as well, might I just add. So overall... still going to continue. I do feel immigration, they are going to put rules in Labour, but I hear it be a soft touch. It won't really be enough to deter people. I think what will do to people coming over, deter, God help me, is going to be these kind of communal prison kind of buildings where they will want people to be processed in there for months at a time. Now, I know they have something like this now, from what I'm aware, but this looks huge. These are mass buildings. They look a lot more serious than staying in a 4-5-star hotel and you can still leave. Do you see what I mean? So it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. And like I said, I always try and have a balanced view. If it was my family, okay, I would do whatever I could to get them to safety. At the same time, you have people that are taking advantage of the system that have no intention of working here or learning the language or the culture or anything along those lines either, and just taking advantage. That's also going to be a problem. Do you see what I mean? It's we need the balance. It's very hard. It's going to be a hard one. So that's it. Let me know in the comments what you think about this as well, immigration. What's your view on it? And it's hard. And I just want to say, I do know a Syrian family that relocated when the war was going on to Amsterdam. And I just want to say, he's a graphic designer. He's very high up in his field. He works there now as a graphic designer. They've got children. They all speak the language. The cultural events they all go to. They've really integrated into that country, that community, and they are trying to make the best life they can for themselves, okay? That's the thing. It's not all people just on the take, okay? It's not people just on the take. There are people, hardworking people that want a new start, safety for their family, that want to actually work, okay? They want a job, they want to work, they want a better life for their kids. I would do the same. It's just trying to, I'm hearing infiltration, this infiltration of people that just want to take advantage of the system and they have no intention of working. Right, I am off. Every time I do immigration, it's intense. Anything political is intense, to be fair. But sending love to you all, and let me know in the comments what your personal views of immigration. Honestly, I'd like to know. Love you guys. Bye.